That was 18 minutes, you good for nothings. I am actually very frustrated with Twitch at the moment, and they're gonna be getting a freaking earful. Ah, there's the famous line. Carolina? Alright. Alright. I think it will probably be right there, yeah. Anyone else?
You fucking stinking cumin. I'll fucking show you.
What part of me looks like a cumin?
You whoreson.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
God grant you help.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Ramstein.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Why are they
What are
at
Zach and
odds?
Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that his son will see him off.
Can you tell me
Alright,
something about
whatever.
Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
That will be all.
Fair enough, honestly.
Do you ever work with copper?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper. God be with you.
I knew I hated Zach for some reason. Puts my little sister's friends to shame.
Vegetables, fruit, apples, cucumbers, onions. Come get them.
God save you, good.
First of all, repairs.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Tell me something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman, which isn't something you can say about every blacksmith in town.
What about the monastery blacksmith, Zach?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business, but I turned him down. Ever since then, he hasn't had a good word to say about me.
That'll
Sounds
be
like
all.
a little
Thank you.
bitch.
Do you make anything out of copper, Master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway. See you later.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Proper.
I'm sure you'll take care.
Much better. Nice and gleaming. How's it going there, Zach? He doesn't deserve the name Zach.
God save you, good night. What?
Oh, gee, I wonder what.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
Well, there's Mikesh. He's honest enough, and a fair hand at everyday things. And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent, but now he's too old, and too proud to admit it.
Oh, you
Do
dumb
you work any
bitch.
copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you'd best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
That's
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told
What?
in town that you bought all the other blacksmiths' copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
So back to that copper, Master.
What?
Aha.
Take care.
Someone's going to the stockades. Wouldn't want anything to happen to that boy of yours, huh, Zach? Zach? Hey, Bitus.
What do you need?
Your father says you don't work any copper.
We don't.
I've heard differently around town. They say your father's bought up all the copper to be had.
Are you calling me a liar? Or my father?
You're right. It's nothing to me either way.
Right. So clear off.
I mean, beside the fact I'm here on behalf of the Royal Burgrave Sir Radzig Kobyla, investigating a grievous crime against the Crown.
What? What are you talking about?
I'd let you read my Bill of Authority, but I doubt you're educated enough to understand it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. If I'd known, of course I wouldn't. I mean, you understand, don't you?
Stop prattling, for God's sake, and start telling me the truth. What's the story with the copper at your forge?
You're right. We do make copper sheets here at night.
Why the
So why all
secrecy?
the secrecy about it?
Father forbade me to talk about it. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
Who buys
What are you
those
making them
sheets from
for?
I don't know. I've never set eyes on him. Father doesn't like to talk about it.
you? Your father has some serious explain.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known who you were, I'd never have taken such liberties.
Never mind. You weren't to know who I am. You were just protecting your father's business interests like any good son.
Thank you. God be with you.
Alright, bitch.
So back to
Out that copper.
What?
Your
son
son
put
has
it quite
confessed.
differently.
What's that? What are you blabbering on about?
Don't be angry with him. I didn't give him any choice.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying. We do make copper sheets here, and I want you to keep it quiet.
Why?
Why?
Pays me good money, and the people I do it for. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of them.
Did they
Is
threaten?
there someone threatening you?
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say I needed to shut my mouth and do what they wanted.
And did they ever tell you who they were? Do you know where to find them?
I know a little. But show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking over my shoulder for some thugs to come and burn down my house. Or worse.
If you lie down with dogs, you shouldn't complain about the fleas.
There's no need for threats. We can both benefit here. If I tell you everything I know, you can help me with a certain small matter.
You've got
Dare you, man?
Not only are you in with the counterfeiter gang, but you lied to me on top of it. You should be on your knees begging for mercy right now. I'm not trying to make a profit.
I didn't know what they were doing.
But now you do know, and you've
Bullshit.
still got the cheek to try to strike a deal with me. So Radzig's definitely going to be hearing about this.
You're right. I'm sorry, I overstepped the mark. I certainly didn't mean to offend one of Lord Radzig's men. One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota. He had a yellow cape on and kept whistling to himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it, and I had to keep my mouth shut.
And where can I find this Rapota? Or the knight?
I don't know exactly.
Henry.
But I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small chapel under a big tree.
Anything else?
No. I swear that's all I know.
Well, that'll do me for now.
Young man, about that matter I need help with.
First, tell me what...
I recently tried to buy Master Armourer Otto, but that old fool wouldn't listen to reason. He said he couldn't understand his legacy being taken over by a clod like my Vitus. Despite the answer,
And what is it you need from me?
I thought I'd show Otto that Vitus isn't such a dolt as he thinks. But for that I need someone experienced.
No, I don't want to get sucked into your business.
I see. God be with you.
Why'd I put Oda out of business when he's done me such niceties? You lout.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck you sending me?
Yeah.
From the yard or from the wood, lean and fatty, chicken and bacon. We've had it all. Come and see.
Excuse me, little lady. Thank you.
Our Lord's tasty, good on bread and for frying. Come and get it, fine people, and pork crackers too.
Oh, for frick's sake.
God be with you, lad. What can I...
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get the copper sheets from.
Really? So
It's the smith on the monastery craftsman's yard. He supplies the counterfeiters.
do you know how he gets the goods to them?
No. All I know is that someone called Rapota collect...
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry. I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
See you later.
All right.
Meat, mutton, veal, beef, and chicken.
Garlic, carrot, beef.
Okie dokie.
Good day, Henry.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him, and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins, and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see.
Amalgam.
They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
All right.
Hey, Goodman. A word with you.
Yeah.
Wait, is it expecting me to go all the way to freaking Ujits? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view.
Does the name Rapita ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say? Rapota. No. I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapita?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone there. I don't know who.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak, just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapporteur's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? That bastard owes me a dozen groschen. Damn it! Now what? Ah, well... In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks.
I guess it's better than killing them. Oh shit, he's actually getting further away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm honored that you should come.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
There.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can't. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my...
Why not?
Take care.
Yeah, why not? Help out a needy friend. Another good, honest Christian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nyum. Okie dokie.
I am honored that a knight such...
I'm looking for some quicksilver.
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such...
Fine, thank you.
Take care now.
Good day to you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to.
My brother in
I
Christ,
see.
you're in deep
You
shit.
can't because you don't have any. And you don't have any because you're selling it out the back door, eh?
Suppose I was. I don't see what business it is of yours.
What if I told you I'm the emissary of the royal hetman Radzig Kobyla, and you've got yourself mixed up with a counterfeiting gang?
Counterfeiters? Meaning what?
Somewhere around here is a counterfeiter's workshop. They need the quicksilver to make fake groschen.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota. A scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in
Violence.
the monastery. That they'd have me
Oh,
thrown out
never
and
mind.
beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
That's quite interesting.
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Oh, Master Engraver. I need to talk to you.
God save, what can I do for you?
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop.
Do you work here alone?
You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The 5th scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest are you looking for?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed... About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bath.
Thank you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Take care.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
My humble greetings.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
What happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
Sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain. and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
I mean,
where can I find this floor?
Why?
I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
Well, I mean, you ripped out his fucking
What did
hair.
the
I
bailiff make
would
of
too.
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
Fuck that.
Sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
Okay.
And what is it you...
Proper
I'm sure... Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, looks like I'm going to save a girl. Oh boy, the door's even open for me. Hello, Florian.
God save. What can I...
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to
So
do with
that
that
girl.
girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know...
What, so I'm to go searching?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those...
Yeah, don't worry, I'll save Esther.
I'll bring back your...
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mine.
All right.
You're my saviour.
Okay.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
Goodbye.
Ooh. Okay. Set up to Sompesh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Now, if I were some brigands, where would I hole up?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, jeez.
Sorry, Bob.
He dig!
My girl like a budoche.
That's that.
Those motherfuckers just basically destroyed my armor. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, think about it. God made the heavens.
Who's
He must
there?
have chosen a colour.
Well, blue's a pretty color. I like blue-eyed wenches.
Aye. Although brown eyes are pretty too. But who'd want a brown skull?
Jesus Christ, what's gotten into you today?
Nothing. Sometimes I just think about things. Like why the swallows fly low before a storm.
Maybe they're just trying to warn you to run and hide.
That's true. Maybe they are. Hey, who's there?
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. This will be interesting.
Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm! To arms! Get over here!
Alrighty. Swooped in, saved the girl and everything. These freaking dog farts weren't even worth a damn. Wow, and their weapons were shit too. They had no chance.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward too. This whole time he knew where I was.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more scared than me.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
I'll go with you.
I'll go with you.
I'd hate to lose you on the way.
Free CP. Yeah.
What in the... Lost some... Come now.
Greetings.
I found that
Saved
Esther of
Ether.
yours.
Esther.
I know. Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with Rapita.
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the shit pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapita. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
Alright. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard.
Good luck. Goodbye.
Oh, I'm getting desperate. Got a few right here.
There's Elijah. The charlatan.
Here, just as you ordered.
Peter.
Can you think of anything I can do with it?
Ah, hero.
Look, it's all about
bombs up.
Shit.
Are you Rapita by any chance?
Pardon me?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right
It'll only take a moment.
all right then.
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bath maid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course, of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
One beer. Understand me?
No, I give up.
So, are you
Then
ready
how
to
about
talk?
you fucking talk?
I will. Just, what do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
And who are you?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill...
An honourable death? No chance.
Come right up. It's a feast in your eyes and your stomachs. It's hard to resist. You'll not find better meat anywhere.
Oh, it's telling me about the Rata tournament. Whatever. That is hardly my freaking problem. Right now, I've got a mine that needs clearing. And so I need to get my kit and caboodle back up and running.
Meat, mutton, veal, beef, and chicken.
How are you?
Repairs. Need repairs, my friend.
Sausages, meat of all shapes, sizes, and flavours.
Eat. There we go.
God save you.
So what is it you need?
Thank you.
Good men, good wives. Come have a look. Don't be shy. You'll never see such fine men.
Yeah.
He's got an okay horse, but Pebbles was able to track him down with no issue. Catch up and whoop his ass. There we go. Not my problem. Alright, game saved for me, so I don't need to drink anything. Hello, gentlemen.
What are you?
Yeah, me.
Come here, lily liver.
Kurva! Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm! Gone weak at the knees, have you?
I'll wipe my ass with you. Is that all you've got?
What?
Bring it on!
And boom. Yeah, sure. Was it worth it? And no, it definitely wasn't for me. Holy shit, that's a lot of piercing arrows. Nice. Really glad he didn't get the chance. Punch straight through my armor. Alright, gentlemen.
Hey, who's there?
That was not ideal. Oh goodness gracious, he just keeled over. Oh, Lord. He was smitten down by the hand of God. Oof. Most of them seem to be half dressed. Kinda glad I didn't give them the chance. Mentogen! I have some ought to say to you.
Hand me the dogs. Hold it for me here. No. Here, where I'm showing you.
Hey, gentlemen.
What do you want here? I don't know you. I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Radzig Kobyla, the king's hetman. I see.
I'm here to place you under arrest.
I gathered as much. And you came alone. Ha! Very daring of you, I must say.
Alright. I don't need anyone else.
Sometimes even a king can be deposed without an army.
So, I'm a king now, and you want to dethrone me? By the way, who betrayed me?
It was your lackey.
Rapoda? So we're even at last. He saved me from the gallows once. What have you done with him?
Waiting for you in the dungeon.
That would certainly be a joyful reunion. A shame it won't come to that. But I hope you don't imagine I'm just going to follow meekly after you like a lamb to the slaughter.
You don't have anywhere to go.
And where would you want to go?
Anywhere. Anywhere else is preferable to Kobila's dungeon.
Really? You can't go to Moravia. The Margrave himself is after you there. And in Bohemia, the kings may change, but the coin remains, my friend.
What do you mean?
Whoever gets to be king, they can't afford to have someone forging money.
Do you think I'm doing this on my own?
No, but when the kingdom's back in order, and it'll be time to shut this little operation down, they'll be only too happy to let you take the blame. Counterfeiting money gets no clemency.
It doesn't matter. Kobila will string me up from the highest tree in any case.
Maybe, but you're very shrewd and very persuasive. And you might know a few things that are worth more than your life. It's up to you. Either you give yourself up and try to make a deal with Sir Radzig, or you'll be on the run for the rest of your life.
A deal with Sir Radzig? It's true they say he's a
Whoa!
man.
If you cooperate, you stand a chance.
Oh, very well.
Hell yeah.
Climb straight into the maw of the beast.
So let's go. Master Fayfar will be itching to ask you a few questions.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
Alright, now to go talk to a friend.
There. Satisfied?
That's interesting. I was sure I'd have to deal with Ulrich. My last playthrough where I got to play along Yeah, I had to chat. He challenged me to a duel, and I ended up having to kill him. How interesting.
Yeah.
Not even worth my time. Alright.
There's nothing to it.
What's
What do you want?
An offer you can't refuse.
All right.
As you wish.
What's it about?
I have a...
I don't know.
What of it? Stop.
I don't know.
Look here.
No, just...
Very wise too. I'm only having a little fun with you, friend. Of course it...
All right.
As you wish.
Alright.
Yeah.
God watch over.
I'd like
Uh-huh.
proper bar.
I'm sure. God. Yow!
Yeah.
Hey, that's Antonia.
God be with you.
How does...
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hub.
Fair.
Take care.
Yeah.
Hopefully her husband's up and about. Of course that little tidbit's probably still bugged, but it's fine.
Oh.
Excuse me. Sorry. Pardon me. Pardon me. Alright, so he's in the tower. Catch up.
Hey.
Excuse me. Sorry.
There's the man.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Burner to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
You! What the hell are you fooling about here for? Be off right now or I'll fucking see you off.
Okay, okay.
Oh.
I'm out.
Are you deaf?
Yes. Question. Eject's keys from Bernard. That was weird.
God grant you.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Bernard.
Greetings.
I need the key to Yezhek's cell.
So Sir Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
If I were you, I wouldn't question...
Just try not to mess it up.
Thanks.
Good luck then.
Yep. I thought I was the way that was worded was a little bit off, but
Watch what you're doing! There's people walking here! Watch what you're doing! There's people...
yeah, well, I have a horse, so you're lucky I'm decent enough at it, though, where I can just weave in between you guys instead of just running you over. Alright.
Hey, Henry, come to see us.
Huh.
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
Radzig will keep me alive only as long as it takes to get everything I know out of me. You, on the other hand, gave me certain assurances. So I want to be sure that the secrets my life depends on end up in good hands.
I didn't promise you
I'll see what I can do.
But I'll see what I can do.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who were you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How'd you
How
find
did
out
you come
about the
to hear of all
crimps?
this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends?
Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Wow.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so. This Eric?
Eric.
You reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
Fair. Tell me about this dignitary.
This
from the
highly placed
monastery.
person at the monastery. What can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzik?
I can try,
I'll
but
try.
I can't promise you anything.
Garlic, carrot, beetroot,
close and have a
onions,
smell.
all that grows in
Fresh
the ground.
bread. And pour yourself a bit of fresh milk to drink.
Radzik, can you please not go upstairs? I need to talk to you, man.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
So what will you
So
do?
what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn. So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I think I know where I could ask. I helped at the infirmary in Sasau. And there was a wounded man there by the name of Thomas. A suspicious type, to say the least. He might know something.
Good. I'd rather see you seeking out better company, but that can't be helped. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
Sir, there's... Sir Jezek went with me.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name, but if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement, but I can't say yet what will become of him.
As you command, sir.
As you command. And to be quite fair, I didn't... What is my energy at? Like, he's not that tired. I can see some of my stuff is damaged, so I better... There we go.
Yeah. I'll slay you, you scum.
Go on, we get the knees on you!
Give up? Oh dear, did that hurt?
Shit.
Oh. Ah! God damn! Damn! Stop, Sidieri!
Is that all you...
I'm going to enjoy this.
Enjoy that!
Well landed.
What's the matter?
Bring it on.
Bring it on!
I'll have you.
You've got...
Fucking hell! You'll get one.
Another one down. Oh. Well. My wife should be getting off sometime soon. Now these guys are worth their shit. Ooh, hello. I'll go ahead and take the Chaucers too. Silver Spurs. These guys were a fucking fight and a half. Okay, got all of them. Onward to victory.
From the yard or from the wood, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We have it all. Come and see. Our Lord's tasty. Good on bread and for frying. Come and get it, fine people. And pork crackling too. A joy to taste.
Hey, Master Oda.
I'm honoured that you should come to me. Good luck.
Alright, at least I can sell some stuff to him. Speaking of which, vitality. Stuff on my horse.
See you later.
Alright.
Has your manhood been wilting of late? Then buy this powder made of a unicorn's horn.
Oh my goodness. Charlatan indeed.
My hum.
Thank you. Come here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Vegetables, fruits, apples.
Greetings. Good luck then.
Right. Still on my horse.
Take care.
My breath is short, my feet are sore, my fire rolls fall. The sun may burn the thunder,
Yeah. Yeah.
Aha. It's you.
I only saved your life.
How are you doing? Feeling better yet?
Aye, much better. I'm truly grateful. A bit longer and I'll be able to run back to the woods and carry on. Well, never mind. Very kind of you to look in on me.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for your health.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the tavern, but now they meet in the church.
The church?
Aye, that's right. The
May
church
the
is locked
Lord
at
watch
night,
over
but
you, Henry.
if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait. Say a prayer or something, and then you'll see.
That's it? I don't need to speak to anyone?
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal. Don't you worry about that.
All right, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help you?
Good luck then.
Take care now.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, salam.
This has actually been a pretty easy run so far.
What?
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven.
That doesn't happen.
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like? People talk?
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Oh, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
Who's Pius, and why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
How would I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine-looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk. Then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
Where better? There's more wine there than in the royal cellars. And I doubt he suddenly stopped drinking.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright? Take care.
Or... Alright, what's a fucking key supposed to do me, bro? Fucking nerds. All right.
I'm at your service.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Good boy.
God grant...
You wouldn't be Carl?
No. Good luck then.
God save.
You wouldn't be Carl?
No. See you later. Hey.
I'm glad to see you.
You wouldn't be...
No. Take care.
Yeah. Are you Carl? Sir? Sir? May I have a moment of your time? You just derobed and fucked off? Okay, whatever. Okay, that wasn't Carl.
You wouldn't be Carl.
No.
God be with you. How come you're wearing...
You wouldn't be Carl.
No. Good luck then.
It wasn't him, and it wasn't him.
You.
No.
God be with you.
Okay.
What?
Calm down.
I get...
Coming right up.
Oh.
Greetings.
You wouldn't be Carl.
No. God be with you.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance? No.
God almighty. See you later.
I'm honored that a knight is a...
You wouldn't be Carl.
No. See you later.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
See you later.
Bottoms up.
What?
Calm down.
I get...
Hey!
Yeah.
God be with. Take care.
A tank it here!
What?
That's right.
You'll get what for? Kunda!
Pour me one.
One beer.
Anyway.
Here we are. Here.
What?
Calm down.
I mean, I just beat your head in.
I'm honored that
You wouldn't.
No.
See you later. Ale?
Bottoms up. I'm glad to see you.
You wouldn't be caught.
No. See you later. No. Take care. Goodbye.
Pour me one.
Here. Just as you ordered.
Well, I can't seem to find Carl, so I'm gonna have to take the other route. Yeah, alright.
Hold it right there. Drop your weapon and hand over all you've got. Hand over.
The only reason you're not dead yet is I'm too kind-hearted. But now I'm starting to think my feelings are wasted on the likes of you.
Come now, it was just a bit of horseplay. Friendly like. A prank is all. So we'll... You're dead.
You really don't want to get on my bad side, bro. Sorry, pardon me.
The Lord be praised.
Sir, this
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the Horsons who torched Neuhof.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhof too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this. I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your...
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for... See you later.
So fuck me, I guess. Not this horse shit again.
Gods! You wouldn't be... No.
Goodbye.
I hope I can be... You wouldn't be... No.
See you later.
Oh, Carl.
God's blessings.
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am.
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel. So instead, I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, my guardian angel and caretaker, has all the coin, and he never takes so much as a single step. If you help me get rid of him... So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred here's a sleepy old goat. We can talk. Please, take care.
Greetings, good night.
You're Manfred?
Indeed I am.
I've been looking for you.
Has my lord changed his mind at the last minute? You look trustworthy enough. I'll leave you two alone. God be with you.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent
Why
to
are you
the
being
monastery?
sent to...
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of your fief.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bukovo was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
Oh.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery walls.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
Why don't you just run away?
Bare arsed. What the hell would I do?
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only...
What if I entered...
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell them I'm...
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he's...
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare arsed. What the hell would I...
But there are poor people...
If I have...
That's all then.
Alright.
Good luck then.
I'd like to speak to you.
What's on your mind?
I hear you've got a writ signed by the abbot granting entry to the monastery.
Indeed I do.
I need it.
What good would it do you? You don't want to become a monk instead of him, do you?
Yes, I do actually. But I'll need that writ to do it.
Now that's funny. I've never heard such nonsense in my life. The boy must enter the monastery, and there's no way around it. If you want to become a monk as well, you'll have to earn your own place.
What if I give you a few...
Could you give me enough to compensate for all those years of pay I'd...
Hand
Fair.
over that writ of acceptance.
Pardon me? I wouldn't give you that writ even if you threatened to kill me. Good luck, then.
This...
What's on your...
But he doesn't want to be a monk.
I know. Unfortunately, there's no other way. You see, he gave the Lord of Bukova an unwanted grandchild. He can count himself lucky he wasn't castrated straight away.
But normally you just need to pay some form of compensation for that sort of offence, don't you?
Yes, 1,000 groschen. But a boy would keep chasing after women.